If you're traveling through one of Oklahoma City's earliest commercial corridors, that is the Plaza District, it's pretty hard to miss the Plaza Theater. The 1930s era theater boasts an old school marquee that harkens back to its opening in 1935 when the theater was backed by Paramount Pictures.
My name is Barton Wells. I'm the production coordinator for Lyric Theater of Oklahoma. We're in the Plaza Theater on 16th Street. We're actually up in the technical balcony where we run the lights and stage management and follow spots. Everything happens from up here. Lyric Theater is sort of, yes, the entire company. We are Lyric Theater of Oklahoma. The Plaza, we have Lyric at the Plaza, which is what our sign says out front. Lyric at the Plaza is where we do our straight plays. Our academy performs here. We have a children's academy for ages 7 to 18. And we also kind of use this space to do some of the edgier works that are out there. We produced Rocky Horror Picture Show this past October, and that was a huge success. Things that aren't really feasible for us to do down at Civic Center because the risk is too great. If it goes poorly down there, then we're in a lot of trouble.
The renovation was helped along by famed architect Elliott, and he made sure to leave intact some of the period charm.
There's a fireplace actually located in what is now our men's room, and it was the primary source of heat for folks that were waiting in the theater, to come to watch the movies. Rand didn't want to cover it up with brick or get rid of it, so we incorporated it into the design for the men's room. We chose to embrace the history of the building and leave it. Things like that. There's some old pieces of newspaper stuck into the concrete where they would stuff the forms in various parts of the building. There's some construction workers in the original construction wrote graffiti on the walls of when the date was that they built the building. We were tearing out the old walls and kind of preparing this to go from a boiler room to a dressing room, and discovered the paint on the wall and decided to keep it, and made adjustments to the architecture to accommodate the graffiti. So this is the transition from the Plaza Theater into our administration building. One of the things that they found throughout the construction process was little treasures that past construction workers had left for us, and these bottles were found inside the walls. And so rather than throwing them out, the construction crew polished them up, cleaned them, and we found a place for them here, and we stuck some lights in there to highlight them. It's sort of a, find it if you can kind of treasure in the building.
Thanks to Elliott, there's a lot of really cool contemporary features as well. But one of the coolest things about this old structure is it is a registered haunted place.
This is a registered, yes it is. We're not sure if this is her real name, but we do have a ghost here, and we call her Rachel. We don't really know her story. We've tried to do some research on her, but there's thoughts that she was an usher here. There's been thoughts that she was a showgirl that just wandered in here. We're not sure what her story is, but she is here.
Have you seen Rachel?
I have not seen Rachel, but during the construction process, we did have a couple of the contractors talk about feeling cold air and hearing noises when they were the only ones in the building, and they knew they were the only ones in the building. So it's, pretty interesting.